We are officially less than weeks away from the release of Neverness to Everness. Before any major gacha launch, it is time to have a serious talk about whether or not you should bother rerolling, the logic behind it, and who you should actually be aiming for if you decide to go down that rabbit hole. If you are the type of player who lives for the thrill of the roll and you already know you are going to spend all day resetting accounts no matter what I say, feel free to skip ahead. However, for everyone else, this game actually presents a very unique situation because it does away with the typical 50-50 system, and that changes your entire strategy. Most of the games we play involve a gamble where you might lose your guaranteed pull to a standard character. In this game, if you see the S rank glow on a limited banner, you are guaranteed to get the featured unit every single time. Because of that, rerolling for the limited character, like Natalie, actually has a bit less value than usual. You know exactly what it costs to get her, which is roughly 178 pulls. Instead, the real value in rerolling comes from rounding out your roster with the powerful, standard characters who fulfill niches you cannot easily fill elsewhere. When we look at the standard roster, several characters stand out as high priority targets. My top recommendation for a reroll target is definitely Daffodil. She has quickly made a name for herself due to her incredible ability to shred through enemy toughness bars. Once that bar breaks, she deals massive damage, making her feel essential for tougher boss encounters. If you want a smooth start, she is the one too. Watch out. Following closely behind is Guan. In a game where you are often fighting groups of enemies, his crowd control is a literal lifesaver. I also have to give a massive shout out to Sakura here. She is one of only 2 buffing units in the game and the only 5-star buffer available at launch. Support units like her usually have the longest shelf life in gacha games, so grabbing her early is a very smart long-term move. Now, you might be tempted to just go for raw damage like Bang or Adder, and while they are great, remember that the game is actually giving us a free 5-star damage dealer named Kai's just for playing. If you also happen to pull for Natalie, you suddenly find yourself with 2 main attackers and nobody to keep them alive. That's why I would actually argue that Fia is a higher priority than the pure DPS units. She is the only 5-star sustained character available at launch, and having a dedicated healer will make your early game progression much less stressful. To wrap it all up, the goal here is not just to get any gold character, but to get the right ones. Since you get a selector after 50 summons on the standard banner, you can use your rerolls to snag someone like Daffodil or Guan, and then use your selector to pick up whatever role you are missing, like Fia for healing.